Have you ever felt like the food you eat is working against your body instead of fueling it? Are you tired all the time, bloated after almost every meal, stuck in a mental fog, and running on empty by mid afternoon? If that sounds familiar, the problem might not be your diet in the way you think. It might be a broken system hiding inside your gut. Your gut is one of the most important parts of your entire body. And when it is not working properly, it affects your whole health, energy, mood, skin, focus, all of it. We tend to brush off small symptoms like gas, acid reflux, or general discomfort. But these are often signs that your gut needs help. Today, I am breaking down 5 science backed ways to repair your gut naturally. And here's the good part, you don't need expensive detox teas or supplements. Your body already has its own built in cleaning system. We just need to let it actually run. Let's get into it. Number one, the migrating motor complex. The first thing most people completely overlook is almost one of the most powerful cleaning system your body has. It is called the migrating motor complex or MMC for short. Think of it like a street sweeper that rolls through your stomach and small intestine, pushing out leftover food particles, dead cells, and excess bacteria so your gut stays clean on the inside. Here is the catch. This system only turns on when your stomach is empty. It relies on a hormone called motilin, which is only released after you have gone a good stretch of time without eating. The problem is most of us are snacking constantly. A biscuit here, a coffee there, some chips in between. The moment food hits your stomach, motilin shuts off and digestion kicks in instead. That means the street sweeper never actually gets to run. When cleaning does not happen, bacteria start piling up in your small intestine and fermenting whatever food is sitting there. That fermentation causes gas, bloating, and can eventually lead to something called SIBO, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. The fix costs nothing. Just leave 3 to 4 hours between meals and cut out the constant grazing in between. Only calories stop this cleaning cycle. So, black coffee, herbal tea with no milk or sugar, and water are all fine. But the moment you add milk to your coffee or eat a couple of almonds, your gut switches into digesting mode and the cleanup stops. Number two, rebuild your gut lining with fiber and fermented foods. Once the cleaning is sorted, what about a weakened gut lining? When your gut bacteria don't get fed from outside, they start feeding on your gut lining itself. There are two major ways to fix this. The first is fiber, food for your good bacteria. You can't digest fiber yourself, but your gut bacteria love it. When they break it down, they produce short chain fatty acids, the most important being butyrate. Butyrate is basically the favorite fuel source for the cells lining your large intestine. It gives them the stretch to stay solid and resist damage. One well-known study found that people who increased their fiber intake saw reduced gut inflammation in just 2 weeks. Great fiber sources include beans, lentils, and legumes. Cheap, widely available, and easy to add to almost any meal. There is also a neat trick called resistant starch. If you cook rice or potatoes and then chill them in the fridge overnight, the starch structure changes into something your gut bacteria obviously thrive on. You can reheat and eat them the next day. Slightly green or unripe bananas are another solid source of resistant starch. The second piece is fermented foods, which introduce now healthy bacteria into your system. According to a Stanford University study, fermented foods may actually have an even bigger impact than fiber alone. Foods like yogurt increase the diversity of your microbiome. In that study, people who ate fermented foods regularly saw a drop in 19 different inflammation markers in their blood. Yogurt is easy to find pretty much everywhere and simple to work into your daily routine. Plain in a smoothie or mixed into a savory dish. One important note, if you're not used to eating much fiber, don't go all at once. Ramp it up gradually over a few weeks, or you will end up with stomach pain and gas instead of relief. Number 3, stop the damage. The third step is cutting out things that are actively hurting your gut. Two ingredients in the modern diet act like silent troublemakers: emulsifier and artificial sweeteners. Emulsifiers are chemicals used in processed foods, ice creams, salad dressings, sauces, plant-based milks to keep water and oil blended smoothly. Research has found that two common emulsifiers, carboxymethyl cellulose and polysorbate 80, can break down the protective mucus layer in your gut that normally keeps bacteria away from the intestinal wall. Once the layer thins out, bacteria comes into direct contact with the gut lining and trigger inflammation. Check ingredient labels. If you see cellulose gum or polysorbate 80, it's worth avoiding. Artificial sweeteners are the other culprit. We assume diet soda or zero sugar products are the healthy choice, but the science tells a different story. A study published in the journal Cell found that sweeteners like saccharin and sucralose can significantly disrupt the gut microbiome. In some people, this actually worsens blood sugar control and can damage beneficial gut bacteria. This doesn't mean you can never have ice cream again. It's about your everyday baseline. Aim for 80 to 90% whole foods, home cooked meals, vegetables, fruits, legumes, and keep packaged processed foods to a minimum. The less processed food you eat day to day, the healthier your gut stays. Number 4, the vagus nerve, the gut-brain connection. Did you know your gut actually talks to your brain? And it is not really a two-way conversation the way you would expect. It is mostly one directional. This communication runs through something called the vagus nerve. And here's the surprising part. About 80% of the signals travel from your gut up to your brain, not the other way around. Roughly 90% of your body's serotonin, the feel-good hormone, is actually produced in your gut, which shows just how much influence it has over the rest of you. Proper digestion only happens when your body is in rest and digest mode, calm, relaxed, and able to focus on processing foods. But if you are constantly stressed, scrolling bad news on your phone, or eating while angry or rushed, your body shifts into fight or flight mode instead. In that state, blood gets redirected away from your gut toward your arms and legs. Stomach acid production drops and your cleaning system shuts down. The result, food does not digest properly and gut issues start piling up. There is a simple, fast fix for this. Before eating, take just 3 slow, deep breaths. Inhale through your nose and exhale slowly through your mouth, making the exhale longer than the inhale. That long exhale sends a direct signal to the vagus nerve that says everything is fine, you can digest now. This tiny habit can genuinely improve your digestion and help you feel calmer around your meal. And when you eat in a relaxed state, your body absorbs nutrients far more effectively. Number 5, timing. Give your gut a nighttime fasting window. The final piece is timing. Your gut runs on its own internal clock. The deepest repair of your gut lining happens at night while you sleep, when it is not busy digesting food. That is your body window to heal itself and generate new cells. If you are eating late into the night and then having breakfast early the next morning, you are never giving your gut a real chance to repair. It stays in digestion mode around the clock with no time to actually heal itself. Research on time-restricted eating shows it can strengthen the protective gut lining and improve overall health. The idea is simple. Eat within a defined window during the day and give your gut real rest for the remaining hours. A simple rule of thumb: try to fit all your meals into a 10 to 12 hours window. For example, if breakfast is at 9 a.m., your last meal should be finished by 9 p.m. Even better, stop eating at least 3 hours before bed so your body can shift into repair mode overnight. When your gut gets a genuine overnight break, it has the time it needs to run its cleaning system and repair its lining. This habit can also improve your sleep quality so you wake up feeling noticeably more refreshed. So these are the 5 key ways to start healing your gut health from the inside out. If you found this helpful, drop a like and share it with friends or family member who could use it. And if you have not subscribed yet, hit the button so you don't miss the next one. See you in the next video. Take care of yourself.